Hello everyone, and welcome to an extraordinary journey through time, an adventure where we will cross the gates of eternity to meet those who ruled over one of the most fascinating civilizations in human history, the Pharaohs of Egypt. From the burning sands of the desert to the sacred banks of the Nile, from the grandiose pyramids to temples buried by the centuries, we will walk in the footsteps of divine kings and queens, witnesses of a world where the gods spoke to men. Their gazes, frozen in stone, have defied time, but today we will bring these legendary figures back to life. Prepare to discover their faces, their actions, their triumphs, their secrets, and their falls, for even the sons of the gods cannot escape the end. Here are the three pharaohs who have left their mark on history. Tutankhamun, circa 1332-1323 BC. Tutankhamun, often nicknamed the Child Pharaoh, ascended the throne at only 9 years old. He succeeded Akhenaten, and his reign marked the return to traditional religion after the reform of the Aten. Small in stature, light brown in complexion and in fragile health, he suffered from several illnesses, including a probable foot deformity and bone weakness. Despite this, he embodied the hope of renewal for a traumatized Egypt. He restored the temples of Amun, re-established the ancient capitals, and attempted to pacify the kingdom. His reign, short but symbolic, was marked by a series of natural disasters, irregular flooding of the Nile, famine, and internal unrest. He died around the age of 18 in mysterious circumstances, probably from an infection or an accident. His fame. Modern history is based on the discovery of his almost intact tomb in 1922 by Howard Carter. This exceptional treasure made Tutankhamun a legend far beyond his actual achievements. He became the symbol of ancient Egypt for the general public. Ramses II, known as Ramses the Great, was one of the most powerful and revered rulers of ancient Egypt. His 66-year reign was marked by glorious military campaigns, including the famous Battle of Kadesh against the Hittites, where he imposed his strength and cunning. Built to his glory, the temple, the colossal Abu Simbel monument, reflects his royal ego and quest for immortality. Under his reign, Egypt experienced great economic prosperity, monumental works, and unprecedented stability. He presented himself as a living god, son of Re, and strengthened religious ties by multiplying temples across the country. His imposing figure, with a ceremonial beard and piercing eyes, impressed even his enemies. Ramses was not only a warrior, he was also a builder, a father of 100 children, and a political strategist who signed the first known peace treaty in history. His long reign was marked by a strong centralization of power and a glorification of his person in all works of art. Upon his death, he was buried in the Valley of the Kings, and his name continues to resonate through the millennia as that of an almost eternal pharaoh. Cleopatra VII, the last queen of ancient Egypt, embodies political intelligence and strategic seduction. Of Greek origin, but deeply Egyptian heart, she was the only one of her dynasty to speak the language of the people. Faced with the rise of Rome, she knew how to make alliances, first with Julius Caesar, then with Mark Antony, mixing passion and diplomacy. His reign was marked by a desperate attempt to preserve the independence of Egypt, then threatened by the Empire Roman. Beautiful, cultured, skilled orator, she fascinated as much as she worried the powerful. Cleopatra made of herself a living symbol of Isis, mother goddess, multiplying rituals and solemn appearances in the temples. However, tragedy caught up with her. After the defeat at Actium, she killed herself in her palace Alexandria, probably by cobra bite. Her death marked the end of the pharaonic era and Egypt's definitive entry into the Roman orbit. But her image has endured for centuries, between legend and reality, as the fatal queen of a world at the end of its reign. Cleopatra, Queen of Egypt, lulled by the song of the sirens, sleeps peacefully in her stone bed. Her body is covered in gold, precious jewels, and fine clothing. Her venerable face shines with eternal beauty thanks to traditional makeup. Delicate ribbons of incense perfume the amber air, while priests whisper prayers to the gods. Dolphins and owls symbolize his soul traveling to the realm of the dead. The papyri unrolled at his side record its legendary history. A sphinx watches over its sleep, while the Nile flows peacefully in the background. Eternal Egypt whispers its secrets through the ages. Akhenaten, 1353–1336 BC, the heretic pharaoh. Akhenaten, the heretic pharaoh, ruled ancient Egypt with firmness and a revolutionary monotheistic vision. Having abandoned the old gods polytheists to worship the sun disk Aton, he moved his capital and imposed his monotheistic cult throughout Egypt. His wife, Nefertiti, was a queen iconic, cultured and elegant, famous for her intelligence and influence. The discovery of her, Bustosco and Tel El Marna, revealed secrets of his reign and left an unanswered enigma. Shot down by the historians for his radical religious choices, Akhenaten remains a complex and controversial figure in Egyptian history. Nefertiti, the impassive icon. Nefertiti, wife and co-regent of Akhenaten, is an icon of beauty and mystery. Carved in stone, her impassive face conveys a cold, distant demeanor. Born in Mesopotamia, his foreign culture contrasts with traditional Egypt. His relationship with Akhenaten, pioneer of monotheism, is marked by intrigues, travels, and religious reforms. Discovered in 1912, its speaking bust remains an unsolved enigma. Conclusion with call to action. Thus ends our journey through the fascinating lives of three legendary pharaohs. Each of them, through their greatness, their mistakes, or their mysteries, contributed to writing the monumental history of ancient Egypt. These rulers ruled over an empire of sand and stone, amidst triumphs and tragedies, building a legacy that still fascinates us today. If this dive into history has captivated you, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out. Don't miss any other historical adventures and ring the bell to receive the next explorations of our past. Thank you for your support and see you soon for a new epic.